Yeah, I seen another one. I forget what ticker it was. It wasn't. We were talking about tops, but there was another
Yeah,
one.
SPCB that ran pretty hard.
Yeah.
CTRM has ran about 45 cents. GLBS has ran about 40 cents. PXS is gapped up about 20 cents. So there's about five or six of them. And that's when they get hot. Is when all of them starts getting hot. That's when they can rip.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving kind of in tandem in the whole. They're running together, um, playing off each other.
Yeah, they usually do. And they usually can
Some
get very big moves.
for some reason my scanner does not want to scan right now. So I'll
My
get
Thinkorswim's
uh,
lagging too. What's up, guys? We got people coming in now. We got One Life here in the stream today with us. Gonna try to keep me in check.
morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy trading.
My
Let's
Thinkorswim
see.
is lagging bad. My charts are
Uh,
not loading, so
Mine are
kind
fine.
of
The
unfortunate.
scanner, I'm just not really getting anything on that yet. Let me move. Oh yeah. Well, I'm setting up a few different charts here now. Now, for some reason, they want to lag.
I think I think tops the break of 50 cents might be an interesting one.
All right, now I'm getting a little lag on my charts.
Yeah, the lag is real.
There
I can't see anything. There we go.
we there you go. Now I'm good old Thinkorswim, always doing us right in the morning at open.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
So
here.
tops coming straight up out the gate here. Josh is having problems with his scanner too. So I definitely want to keep an eye on tops.
And the spy's looking good.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, tops is right up to 50 cents right now. I don't think I'll touch it yet.
Yeah, I'd want to watch it play out a little bit. And you know me, I'm not really a fan of playing anything uh, on that on the cheaper end with some of these stocks. Um,
See, AYTU kind of bouncing back and forth right now in that 175 area. Don't like that. Needs to hold up that area.
yeah, ASTC dropping off.
CYDY
That one had,
has popped up about 30 cents.
um,
Mmm. CTRM is trying to break the 50-day right now. Very low float.
let's see this tops. A lot of people are getting into tops.
What's that?
A lot of people are getting into tops, breaking over pre-market high. I'd like to see where that 5 minute candle, if it's going to close over that pre-market high.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's something that I couldn't touch right now. Wouldn't really be on my list.
I also like
Mm,
SHIP. It's over the 50. Had a squeeze on the 50 and the 9, and it's got room up to $1.32. Pretty low float.
let's see here. Yeah, AYTU is coming down to that 9 area on the daily. Let's see if it'll bounce off of that. But that kind of does the same pattern. It'll pre-market, aftermarket, it makes moves, and then during the day it doesn't do anything. Um, which is kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's for sure. See, how did these dead cats?
ABUS, it's roughly 124. Doesn't look like it has any volume.
CRC, same thing. Okay.
Yeah, just a couple dead in the water moves, which makes me even want to kind of like stay away from them
Actually,
even more.
CRC actually has 1 million in volume so far.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be interested to see if that
Bring
starts
it
to
down to
come back up. Yeah, if it breaks down, I wouldn't touch it, but I want to see if that comes back up. Starts getting back towards 125. It may be.
Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Storm. Kofi, what's up, Josh? Good morning, Mark.
Kofi said, check out the news on AYTU. Yeah, we're aware of the delay on the annual meeting, and that's why I say, guys, nothing is guaranteed in the stock market ever. I don't care who you are, who you think you are. You can say what you want, but you can't guarantee anything. If anybody's guaranteeing anything, they're out their mind. Because you just never know. There's a lot of hype about this shareholder meeting tomorrow, and now it's delayed. So that's why it's selling off for now, because a lot of that hype is, scaring people that they would delay it. But it's not like anything crazy. They're delaying it because of the coronavirus. I mean, everybody else is having to follow the same rules, so it's not like, oh, surprise, gotcha. I wasn't surprised, at least. I'll say that.
All right, now my scan is working.
Let's see, tops closed over that high a day, or right at it, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Keep an eye on
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it closed right at that. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of anything under $1, though. It's tough for me to look at.
I'm not either for the most part, but this is, like I said, these shipper pumps, they all run together, so.
I kind of like this SPCB. I haven't looked at the chart yet, but it's up. It's got 16 million roughly in shares, the float. It's over $1. It's already got it's close to 8 million in volume already. So I like that turnaround. I'm going to put them over on this chart over here.
Well, they've got a press release too. They shipped coronavirus quarantine compliance technology.
Let me put this thing on the daily. Check that out first.
It's actually not a shipper. I thought that was a shipper because I saw ships, but that's not a shipper. Let me take that off and put it up here. But it does have a coronavirus press release.
See, and then when I go back, I'm looking back a couple years on it, and I just don't like the chart. It's in the downtrend. It's over the 200, which is nice, but it's just going to have so much overhead supply of probably bag holders wanting to get out. I don't know how much that would actually move.
SPCB?
Yeah, SPCB.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I don't like already on it.
It is above all indicators, though.
Yeah, that is nice. Now let me go back. Now I'm looking at the 5-minute. Kind of the first 5-minute candle close, kind of at resistance. 125 pre-market high. I like to see this level, that 115 area. I like to see it get over that 115, 116.
See, NNDM has moved pretty nice so far, hitting the 50-day right now. There's a lot of stocks moving right now.
Yes. So SPCB, not really a fan of right now. I thought I liked it. I like volume. See, I always look for. I want to go to the stock that obviously the lower the float, the better, just because it has more opportunity to move quickly.
Yeah.
And I also like seeing high volume, above average volume. So I know there's a lot of people with their attention on it making trades in it. Far as the SPCB chart, I think I'd have to just let it play out a little bit
Look
and see what it's going to
look
do.
at PSTV.
PSTV,
Yeah, it's right above the
I think
50.
I traded that one before, I believe. Let's see.
It's been selling off, but it's right above that 50-day. It's a lot of room to run. Very low float. Very low float. Probably about 3 million.
August 29th, 30th of 2019, it ran up to over $20. Um,
So they got licensed rare cancer
bucks.
drug.
It's over the 50-day. It's got room to 271, which would be the 100-day. As far as moving averages, looks like it's breaking out of this little. Man, it just had such a long weeks and months of consolidating in the same range. Let me see on the day. Selling off right now.
Yeah, the 50 days at 186. So that's where I'd kind of be looking to see if it bounces off that.
Yeah, and see it got up to pre-market high 274, then it kind of dipped down on the 5-minute chart to the 9, came back up to about 245. A little bit of consolidation, a little bit of a flag, but then it just rolled over from 8:55 right before 9 a.m. and then it's been selling off since then. About 2.5 million in volume. Shares available. I like that. It's under 4 million shares, so it's already pretty close to rolling all the shares available over, which is kind of nice to see. So
See,
I do kind of like it. Less volume on the selling candles. We had one big engulfing candle of a sell-off. I kind of like where it's at right now for a retest of the VWAP 9 area, but I would have to wait for confirmation on these candles closing to see what the sentiment is, if the buyers are going to come in right now with it.
yeah.
I'd keep that an eye on that. I kind of like that one for a day trade.
NNDM is halted right now. Ran from $1 to $1.46.
NNDM?
Yeah. Halted
then,
right at the 50-day.
That one's got low volume too. There's only 366,000 in volume so far. The float 7.9 million. What's the news on that one, Ben?
Nothing. There's no news. I don't know why it's running.
No news. Huh. I'm gonna move that one over.
Tops has got a bull flag forming, it looks like. Small little flag.
Let me check this one out. Well, NNDM on the daily, it's breaking over the 50-day. It's got room to the 100-day, which is about $2. News, narrow loss March 10th for their quarter. But I'm going to assume that this is a bio company, and usually those bio companies, they're not really profitable for a while. So any kind of loss, it's like, yeah, people don't really put too much emphasis of being profitable yet. Um, I would have to go back longer and see. Yeah, I've traded this one before. I got all kinds of lines on this thing. Let me clear this out.
SPCB held up $1. It's starting to come back up. And keep an eye on it for that $1.25 area.
Okay, so NNDM is resumed trading. I'm watching that on the 5-minute chart right now. Breakout above 146.
Go to SPCB.
Okay, that one's up top. About 16 million shares available, 10 million in volume. I like that. Looks like it's getting a lot of attention.
It's trying to break out 125, I think.
Let me see here.
I might go. I think I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm still looking at this thing. Oh yeah, it's moving.
I'm trying to go. I think it's getting halted out.
I think it's halted. Oh, what happened here?
God.
My whole thing swim just disappeared on me.
Yeah, it got halted. I couldn't get in. This stupid Weeble desktop wouldn't let me get in. I was trying. I'm going to move my money from the little bit of money I have in Weeble over to Thinkorswim because I hate I missed that.
Well, I'm kind of glad I'm not in a trade because for some reason Thinkorswim just crashed on me and...
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it just kicked me off, so...
Okay, well, yeah.
Looks like I gotta log back in.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I tried to get... Oh, it's so frustrating. Weeble is not made for day trading.
Have you ever tried to use it on the desktop? I know I've seen a video with you on the desktop with it, but the desktop...
That's what I'm trying to do. I've got the order thing up so I can just hit buy. And that's what I was saying. I was trying to get in, and it was like giving me error messages and stuff. It's like, are you serious? Because I know that those funds are settled.
Right.
Yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't have been able to buy into this. I don't know what happened. That's annoying. That is extremely annoying.
SPCB is moving. I'm going to look at some of these comments in the chat since I got to wait for my Thinkorswim to jump back on. DHT with the break of 8. I can't look at that. What do you consider good, consistent volume? Well, I mean, Mark, with the volume, I'm looking for above average volume. And usually that's what I'll do with a lot of pullback trading. I'll do is like I like to go into the strongest stock, which I consider with the most volume.
See, PCTV or PSTV is coming up. Got a U shape, trying to break the VWAP in the 9 right now. I'd like to see this candle close strong.
Yeah. Where's Daniel B at?
I don't know where Daniel is.
Where's my homie? Where's my ace? Where's Daniel B at?
Yeah, PSTV is starting to look pretty good. This candle looks like it might close pretty strong.
It looks like I might miss out on a possible trade here just because I'm waiting for Thinkorswim to get me back on for some reason and wanted to kick me off.
I mean, you got a minute or two here on PSTV. It's not breaking out yet. It's just got the U shape and it's
consolidating.
Well, it's testing that VWAP area and kind of getting right to that 225 area. This candle's got about 40 seconds to close, and if it closes above, I think that'll be pretty strong.
Are you looking at it on the 1 minute chart?
5 minute.
5 minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it's breaking. Yep, I missed it. It's 2 I've missed so far. Oh, gross.
Well, don't feel bad because I missed it too. Because right now I'm just looking at my my screen share or my wallpaper on my computer.
I had the order ready too. I was ready to go in. Oh man, this is 2 so far. This is what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna miss all the runs. Yeah, it broke.
Well, the thing is like, there's always more opportunity. Daniel B always says, the market's always going to be there. So if you miss the initial run, you just wait and see how it plays out, see how far it moves up. And, if it's strong, there'll be more opportunities in it. It just depends how you want to play it. If you want to like scalp like a 1 minute pullback trying to break out, or if you want to wait, a longer time frame and see how far, once it rolls over. All right, here we go. Think or swim. There we go.
That was a pretty nice move. It moved about 40 cents in a minute. See, SPCB should be about out of this halt. Another minute.
I change these around.
Gap up on SPCB out of the halt up to 136. Still.
PSTV is looking good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. PSTV is looking good. See, is SPCB gonna pull back right here? No, SPCB I think's.
Well, it's selling off a little bit. It was looking good, and I had it on the 30-minute chart, and I was getting all geeked up. I'm like, look at that volume coming in. Then I went down to the 5-minute chart.
It's coming in.
Like,
it's about to rip some more. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I think it's got enough volume. I think it's going to rip again. If it breaks 140.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's trying that 140. Yep, there it goes.
Let's see.
Excuse me, guys.
It's the Corona. SPY is holding up, man.
Yeah, that's surprising to me. I mean, we are starting to get a curl, that reverse U-shaped bent fishing rod on the SPY, though. So I don't know how much longer it's going to hold up over the next couple of days. PSTV coming back down, but SPCB all the way.
And NPM is friggin' paused. It's at $1.
Yeah.
Super. Pull back. PSTV pulling back. Let me look at my scanner again. See what else we got going on.
Loren Lamap. Let's see. Is that CYD? CYDY has a press release that 3 additional patients with severe coronavirus were treated with their drug. It looks like Lorenlamab in a New York medical center. What's that?
Look at the shares. Oh, 430 million share float.
Oh yeah, it does have a big float. I didn't see that.
According to Thinkorswim.
Well, it got a nice rip from 217 to 350 for that big of a float.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, that kind of steer me away from it a little bit.
I still kind of like PSTV if it can come back up above the VWAP on this sell-off. I mean, it's still got this whole chart to run. And it also has such a low float.
Let's see here. Yeah, PSTV. Yeah, it's.
It's ugly on the 30-minute though.
Yeah, it's kind of 30-minute. Looks.
It's like a big doji star.
Yeah, it's just indecision. It's just kind of like right, like it doesn't know what it wants to do right just yet. We have to wait and see. Like, see, something like this is like I'm not even going to touch right now because I want to see confirmation of what's going to happen next. Are people going to jump in? But you can see people going in, but I'm going to let them jump in first and see where they want to take it. I'm going to have to wait a bit, especially after this last 5-minute candle of the sell-off.
Yeah.
You know, here we are. We have the engulfing green candle, you know, from $2 to about $2.60, you know, and then the next candle, it's like, okay, we're going to bring it back down. So it's not even like stair stepping back up to retest that high of day. It's like, okay, we're going to come in and we're going to just short it, or we're going to have some profit taking.
SPCB is coming up to 150 right now. That's its last little resistance on the yearly chart. Like it has one big candle up to 150 from like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, and it's consolidating right there under it.
I think this is the one that I'm going to like the most right now.
SPCB?
It's over. Yeah, it's over VWAP. I got it on the 30-minute chart. It's buying. It broke over pre-market highs. 5-minute chart. It's stair stepping up. I kind of like this one. I'm going to look at it. This is the one with the funky. 150 high. Looks like it could break that. That was from. March 12th, I believe.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
I kind of like it. I actually kind of like this.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
I'm going to look at those. See, and the 1 minute is what I'll usually look at for an entry point. I'll usually try to get as close to the 9 EMA, which is at 136 on the 1 minute chart, but it's not even coming close down to that. The last 1 minute candle, the close low was 141. So if you were going to get into something like at this to try to break the high of day, I guess I just want to see. Let me just wait and watch this. I would like to try to get into it at around 136, if anything, but it might not get there. So if you get into it now around 143, 144, you would have to use that 140 area as your stop, which is coming down to it now. So now you got to wait. It's under that 139. Let's see if it gets bought up here. Now that's getting close to the 9 EMA, which is getting bought up right here. Okay, yeah, I might get into it right here and see what happens. See if it can break on the 1 minute of the 147. Kind of like it.
I'm thinking about it too. I'm trying to see. I wanted to get in below 140.
See, that's the thing too. I think I already missed it because I was talking the 9. It got to the 9, that 140, 138 area. I think that's the part where you should have got in.
Well,
because now it's at 144, 145.
The break of 125 was the original entry to get in at, but
yeah.
Still, if you could get in, I think 130, 36, like you were saying, somewhere in that area. I don't know. I'm going to give it a second here to see what it does. Because it does have an upper shadow on that one candle. It's not a huge upper shadow, but still. Yeah, Kofi, you are right about that, friend. If AYTU doesn't Get those tests.
I'm going in.
You're going?
Yeah.
For some
Yeah, just
reason,
kind of scalp it though.
for some reason, I can't do anything with this desktop. I tried to. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. It's twice I've tried to get in something and it's not letting me. If you're in there, I think you're fine. If it breaks 150 pretty strong, because it doesn't have any resistance after that. I mean, no, it doesn't have any. Let's see. Yeah, no, you're good. The next resistance is back in 2019 at 175. I think that was a good trade. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with my stupid Weeble account and why it's not letting me buy anything. Yeah, I don't know. Saying I have settled cash. Maybe I'm not gonna be trading anything today. Actually, I'm gonna restart it.
All right, so this is what I'm looking at now. I'm gonna see. I'm watching the volume on the 1 minute chart for how much these red candles are gonna look like. I want to see low selling volume on the 1 minute chart going down to retest that 9 EMA, and that's where I want to see more buyers coming in at that 150, 147 area. Then I want to see it break up over the 160 area on the 1 minute. 5 minute, that's going to be a little tricky because it's all 9 EMA is all the way at 130, and I don't want it to go down that far because it'd be bad trade. I want to see it break out of that 162 high of day again, break of 160 on the 1 minute candle. And then I'm looking at about 176 as a price target from past area of resistance, 175 area, which is, pretty typical. It's quarter move.
Yeah.
We're going to see right here. I want to see buying come in here. If it doesn't happen here, then I'm going to probably more than likely want to get out of it.
Yeah, if it doesn't hold 150, I think I'd definitely get out of it. It looks like it's trying, but...
Yeah, and this is where it's going to get tough, too, because you're going to see selling come in for profit taking, but I also want to see the buying come in with that 9 EMA, and if it can't really hold up there and we're going to have more closing red candles, then it's going to be a failed trade. I want to see a green candle on the 1 minute chart. This 1 minute's going to close here in a few seconds. It's red, but it's kind of like a doji. Now it's indecision. Okay, now I feel better. It closed. Okay, now we got volume coming in. I like that. But I want to see that hold up.
I think you're good.
Yeah, and I got to play this off the 1 minute too, because the 5 minute we've had four.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go. We've had 4 green candles in a row, so I can't have the 5 minute pullback and see where it comes back, because the 5 minute pullback is going to be down to that 9 EMA on the 5 is 132. That's too low for me.
Yeah.
I would have to get out of my position. Now I'm going to see this 1 minute close above that 160 mark.
I think you're good. I think you're going to see 175 pretty easy. I don't see why it'd get held up here at 165. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. Still good volume though.
Well, see, then it closed at the 160 area, which is pretty good. More buying volume coming in too. I like that. And see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off a quarter position into the resistance to that 165 and 168. So get rid of some of that. Just to kind of cushion up a little bit of a profit.
Yeah, I think you're good. Like I said, I think 175 is not too crazy for this. Yeah, it's about to go right through one set. Well, let's see.
173. Yeah, I'm going to take most of the position
It's
off right
going
here.
through
Oh,
175.
I think it might friggin' halt
Yeah,
here.
it's about to get halted. Yep. Yeah, I told you, you're good, man. You're good. You got your nice profit today.
There we go.
Nice job.
See, and I was right on the trigger of selling another part, and then I saw the green. I'm like, oh, the numbers ain't moving. Okay, so it's paused. So that's good.
Yeah, you're good.
So
it gapped up last time.
It should open above the 175, which will be, I'll take most of my position off. I look back at the chart now. Obviously two would probably be the most, but I'll have like a little bit of a position there left. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Just how'd I get on the? There we go. Yeah, two will be pretty high up. I mean, I think it might touch two out of this halt, but see now.
Yeah, I can't really see anything much over two because I already had my 176 area as the kind of line in the sand for me that I wanted to see. So out of this halt, I want to take most of my position off. I'll probably leave like a quarter position left. And then I'll probably just kind of like, dink and dunk, little tiny bits of selling. But I also could see it come out of it, have a nice quick gap, and then, profit taking, and it's going to, drop down to VWAP, and that's 128 area. So I don't want to see that. So you don't want to be greedy.
Right. Josh Tolan got in an SPC at 129. Nice job,
Nice.
Josh. Nice job. Try to get in there.
That's how you do it, Josh. Buying support, selling to the resistance.
I tried to be there with you, Josh, but Webull decided it was not my day.
Webull's messing you up, man. You're going to have to call customer service and be like, listen.
Well, it was saying I didn't have enough funds, but my funds are settled, so I don't know why it's saying that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I even tried to change the quantity to make it less. But I mean, I wasn't even close to being off with my math. I didn't go with everything I had, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. And I tried a couple times, and then I tried two with PSTV on that rip, and it didn't work either. So I restarted it, but I haven't seen anything else I'd try to get into, so I'm just going to wait and see if restarting Webull helped or not. I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm probably going to move that money from Webull back into TD Ameritrade. I only put that money in there just for the free stocks that they were offering. And then the coronavirus happened, and I was like, well, I want that money to be ready, so... But I think I'm just going to put it back into Thinkorswim. I've had too many issues with Webull trying to execute trades. No, I wasn't using limit orders. I was using market orders. Let's see. So you guys can see here, I've had it ready. I had it ready on SPCB with the buy. Well, now I got to unlock it again, but I had it ready. All I needed to do was all I needed to do was press the place order button. That was it. And it was like, nope. You don't get to make money today. See, PSTV starting to come back up here. PSTV had a nice 3 candles sell off, and now it's breaking back above the VWAP a little bit.
Yeah, I like this one too. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, and it had the closed green and then the new candle here. It made a strong move on that. Let me go into a lower time frame. Okay. Yeah, see, and a lot of buying on PSTV at the 50 day around that $2. So whoever bought in there made a nice chunk of change. Looks like it wants to keep on moving too.
Yeah, oh, it
Yeah,
is. It's trying to break that VWAP. I may attempt to try to get in this if I can. If Weeble will let me this time. But
yeah,
I'm waiting for a second to make sure it's gonna break.
the one thing I'd be curious about on the 5 minute chart is that there's a lot of consolidation between 217 and that 237. So that 20 cent mark right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm selling a little bit.
Oh, SPCB out of this halt. We'll switch back over to that. Oh, it didn't gap up at all out of the halt. It just came out. That's it's
180.
moving though. Yeah, it's moving. Oh, that's a nice little bit of volume that came in, but kind of
I'm gonna
just
sell a little bit right here too.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
I
I
would.
think I'm gonna get out of
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I was about to say I'd probably get out of it. I mean, it's a good
Okay.
run.
Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a good run. You had a good run on it. At this point, anything over that would be a little greedy, and you risk giving back profits. So I think that was smart. I think that was a good decision. Nothing wrong with that.
I saw the red come in, but also on the 1 minute chart, there was a lot of buying off of the 9 EMA. So I might have shot my wad a little too soon, but I'm already up on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I thought 175, 176 was pretty much my limit anyway. So I don't want to be greedy. $2 would be sweet. It could run up to $3, $4. Who knows? But whatever. I'm happy.
It looks like it's about to try to move up again here. Yeah.
Probably gonna get halted again.
It is.
See?
It is. It's this about to get halted again. Look at that buying volume. God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's halted.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the 1 minute I saw the red come in, I'm like, you know what? I got in right before all the red just because it was just kind of indecision right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm already up. Let's just be safe. Maybe there's something else to play again. But then the one thing that I did notice is all the buying come in off the 9 EMA. So
well, real quick, I want to give everybody a shout out. Good job, because Josh got in this, Mark Guzman got in it. It looks like several people in the chat made a profit off of this. So nice job, everybody on SPCB. Very nice job.
So let me see. Let me go back to my scanner now.
And looking back at PSTV, this is why I was holding off, because it didn't get that. It didn't really have a clear break of the VWAP, so it sold back off down to 210, 211 area. So I want to wait a little bit longer before I try to jump in that. Yeah, I'm going through my scanner as well and looking at some different things, see if there's anything else going on. I think the shipper pumps are probably done for the day, but I want to come back at power hour and see what Tops is doing, or maybe midday.
It's funny. I just clicked on my scanner. Now I can't even find SPCB on it for some reason. I wonder when I clicked off if I'm gonna have to go through my.
Which one did you say? SPCB?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. PSTV is starting to come back up again. We got a little bit of a trend line on this. So what's MFA doing? Interesting. There's still not a lot of volume yet on ABUS, but it does have a U shape starting to form.
I'm gonna check some out because my let's
Hmm.
see.
Hmm. NNDM also has held up $1 after its big sell off. Doesn't have a lot of volume though. Gotta watch that volume. See when let's see, 914. No, 911.
See, the one thing I don't like about PSTV, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. It's just in this just little range. I need to see like a dramatic move out of it. I need it one way or the other.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for that break at 225. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right now, it looks like the play might be the SPCB.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the play for now. All the attention's going to be on it. It's,
The one thing I'd be worried about with the SPCB is that, for one thing, on the 5-minute chart, it's green, 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 green. How much more green is it going to get? On the 1 minute, you can play it really nice for a nice scalp on the 1-minute chart. But there's going to have to be like some kind of reversal on it soon. So that's where I'd be worried about buying in now and being caught. So if you're going to play it, I'd be really quick. Don't get greedy. Buy it on the 1 minute, like a micro pullback on the 1-minute chart. Okay, but make sure you know where what you're risking. Where you're gonna cut it. If it's going against you, get out of it, and then know where your profit
which
target
stock are you
is.
talking
Don't
about?
get greedy.
Oh, SPCB. Okay.
SPCB. Here it's opening now. Looks like it's 191 high.
Yeah, I mean at this point you got to
just
be like,
watched.
where's the sell off? There's got to be a sell off here soon.
Yeah, on the 1-minute chart, selling off right now a little bit. 172 would be the 9. See if that holds up. If that doesn't, then it's going to go down to 156 on the 5-minute chart, and it looks like it's going to get halted on the way
That's what I was
down,
about
Ben.
to say too. I was about to interrupt you and say that. Yeah, it's getting halted on the way down. That's what I was saying. No, like that many green candles in a row, there's got to be a sell off at some point. And there's your sell off right there. So now here's the question: the sell off happens on SPCB. Do people go over to PSTV?
Well, see, I'm looking at that's why I'm just moving my charts over to that one right now too. And well, on PSTV off rip, I'm looking at the daily. It's between the 50 and the 100 is the move. The 50 is about $2, and then the 100 is 272, which we see it broke over there. I got on the 30-minute chart. We got red, red. We still got about 12 minutes for this candle to close, and it's in kind of like a no man's land on the 30-minute chart. Be a buyer at the 201 area, the 9, and then hopefully retest that 220 area for VWAP. Is it worth that 19, 18 cents?
See, Daniel B just said he's in AIM. AIM is ripping. Actually, it's ripped pretty hard from 2 all the way up to 320. He said he got in at 3.
Oh, the AIM is jumping.
Yeah, no news.
Let me put this on the 5-minute.
No news at all. Strange.
Well, that's another coronavirus play, isn't it? Weren't we playing this a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I swung this one and made 250, and then I swung it again and lost like 100. So, but Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna touch this. I think it's ran too much for me to try to get in. I mean, from 225 up to 320, that's a whole dollar move. It's moved so far.
Well, it's over all the indicators on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it looks like the 9 is pretty close to crossing over the 200. So that would be a bullish move. Um, Now we got to kind of look at resistance areas.
You got one at 345.
Yeah, and then the flat top of at 3:30 on March 13th.
You got the
Um,
bottom on the green candle on three. The big green candle is at 350. So at 345, 350 area is probably going to be pretty tough. So yeah, I don't think I want to. Think I want to touch it.
I think Daniel B's in a good
Yeah,
spot
he
right
is
now.
at the
I mean,
$3 break. Yeah, that was a good spot. I just wouldn't
yeah.
want to touch it now at this point.
Well, it's okay now. It just made a new high a day. I would want to see it, kind of break that a little bit more, and then kind of have that 328 area be support. But then again, let me go on a smaller time frame here.
Yeah, Josh, Josh is saying he's always hesitant on a stock without news, and I'm with you on that. AIM does not have news, but it is a coronavirus play, so I could see why it could get some attention, but without any
Well,
major press release, it's a little sketchy. Well, at least in my opinion, that just I don't.
see now. I don't know what's wrong with my scanner because every time I switch to it, there's like all these different stocks on it, and AIM should be on it because it's up 65% roughly, and I do not see it because I want to see what the float is on AIM. So I'm gonna have to try to mess with this a little bit.
It's about 24 million, I would say.
What's the volume on it? Can you see the volume on it now? So I like that. I do like that.
I'm looking at Tops. Tops is starting to make a U shape back to that 50 cent area. The 50 cent break is what I want to keep an eye on because it is curling back up. And it just broke back above the VWAP. Question is, do I wait for that 50 cent break or do I try to get in here? I don't. See what this looks like on the 30. Interesting.
I kind of like it. What's the resistance on the daily?
You can't look at the daily.
Daily's pretty
Yeah,
a
they've
mess,
had
huh?
so many reverse stock splits and stuff that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
geez,
what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
out the window. On these shipper pumps, they all are like this. You just. That's why.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's why I like to scalp them because.
Yeah, scalp would be the
Yeah,
best bet.
because you just don't know. You just like all you have to go off of is natural support and resistance. So anything else is just a shot in the dark. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If it keeps making this U shape though, and then gets back up to like 45 cents, I might look for a little scalp from 45 to 50 and see if 50 breaks. Definitely got a lot of volume though. 32. Let's see. Oh no, actually 106 million in volume so far today.
What's the float on it? It's pretty big, isn't it?
It's about 30 million.
Oh, that ain't bad.
And it's a 50 cent stock, so and everybody's buying bigger position sizes. So a 30 million float.
There's probably people, 10,000 shares
Yeah,
at a
that's what I'm
time.
saying. A 30 million float with a price like this, you're basically, it's a low float. Okay, AYTU, stay away
Well,
from that area. AYTU's going a little weird. See, PSTV cracked that trend line. SPCB is not doing anything. Let's see. Let me see some of these other shippers. Yeah, Tops is the only one kind of holding up.
well, it's stair stepping up too from the last few days, so that's it's nice. It's just it's difficult for me to play anything under $1 just because of, I don't know. It's just for me it's difficult. I don't know how to look at it. Should I wait for a pullback on a longer time frame? But then is it just going to continuously sell off? But then I kind of like it. I would like Tops over that 46.4643. And I would want to see that hold, though. I want to see that hold, and
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
probably on a longer time
on the
frame
5
too.
minute. It's hit 45 about 3 times. It looks like on the candles, the candle tops. So that's what I was saying. The break over 45, I think, could be a good scalp up to 50.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Some math, yeah. Just keep an eye on it. I've traded Tops probably 5 or 6 times since I've been trading, and just about every time I was able to get a scalp on it. I think only like once I've lost on Tops. But like I said, it's not something you want to hold for a long time. It's something you just want to get quick profits on. And it's starting to come up right now, that 45.
Yeah, the one thing I would want to see it move up higher, because then also we got the 9 crossing over the VWAP, and then it looks like the 20 is pretty close to crossing over the VWAP too. So that would help with it being bullish. But it's also kind of ranging in this consolidation area. And I feel like the move would have been on the 30-minute chart when it got down to the 9 at about 36 cents. And then how much are you going to get out of it? If you're in at 43 cents, you play it up to 52, that's about 9 cents. Is the 9 cents really worth, the fight of trying to battle the chart? I don't know if 9 cents is worth
No,
it.
probably not.
And obviously, you would want to see it break out of that resistance of 52 cents, and then how farther up will it go?
I say if it breaks that 52 cents, it's going to 75 probably.
Well, that's a big move for a stock under a penny, though.
Yeah, you mean under $1? But yeah, I mean, it was just 8 cents yesterday or Friday. So, I mean, this stock can make big moves.
Did I say that it would be a big move for a stock under a penny?
Yeah, that's why I said $1. That's why I corrected you. I didn't want to be rude about the correction, but I was just trying to slide it in there.
I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play it. I want to play it. I'm sure there's some change in there, but it's not in my wheelhouse. I don't feel comfortable playing it.
It's a little bit of a tricky one. There's not much technical analysis you can use really on it. There's also not much any other analysis as far as fundamentals or anything. The only thing you can really go off on these shippers is when they get buying volume, is trying to scalp that buying volume and let it ride while it's running. But like I said, I don't know. It's got to break 45 to show me something. The real break, like I said, is going to be at 50 cents. If Tops breaks 50 cents, I doubt Tops has been over 50 cents in probably a year or so. So that's where a lot of buying volume will come in. That whole number of 50 cents is going to kind of change the way people think about it. But that's if it breaks. We will see. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything else going on at the moment. I'm not really seeing anything. Daniel,
Yeah, I'm
Daniel
trying
B, you still in AIM or did you lock out up at that 345 area? I'm just curious if he's trying to hold this and let it ride or if he locked out. Is it selling off?
let it ride. Let it ride.
Oh, it looks like
Well,
SPCB halted again. So we had 6 green candles on the way up. Now it's started off with 3 candles on the way down, 3 red candles. So it might get 3 more red candles.
that's what I was worried about, Ben. I'm like, that's a tricky one to play. It's like, yeah, it's already kind of overextended, but then you kind of get gung ho. You're like, oh man, this thing is gonna go and go and go, and that's where the FOMO comes in. And then obviously you see somebody bought over at 191 on the tape, and I'm sure they're out of it now. But if it's a retail trader, they might be bag holding, and they lost pretty much 50 cents. So on AIM, I'm thinking about AIM right now. It had the nice move up, and on the 5-minute chart, it's coming down to that 9 EMA around that $3 range. I want to see if that holds up.
Tops is breaking that 45 area right now. I really like the U shape. That's the thing I like is the U shape on the 5-minute. And it's starting to get some volume in here a little bit. Yeah.
Moving up.
I may go at.
It looks good on 30 too. It looks like it wants to move.
I may go at the break of 50 cents and see if I can get 25 cents out of it. Well, if it starts moving up too fast, I don't want it to go straight up to 50 cents. It needs to build up a little bit longer. I don't want a premature rip on this.
I mean, on the 30-minute chart, it looks good because right from open, it's the first, 2 candles are green. This one just started. So the first hour of market, it's been green. And it looks like it's just going to break it now, though, Ben. I mean, I guess you could wait on the 5-minute candle and see if it's going to close over that mark.
Yeah, if it goes straight up, that makes me nervous, though. Because
the thing with this 5-minute candle, I'd want to see if it's going to close above this pre-market high of that 46 cents. Because when it opened, it got up to 52, but nothing closed, no candles closed above that pre-market high. I would like to see that close above that, and then I would like to see it on the 1-minute candle kind of come and retest that 46 cents and then bounce off of it. I'm going to look at that now. I'm going to put on the 1-minute here, which the 1-minute already closed over a couple candles. I want to watch that 5-minute candle. That's going to be the 5-minute to make a new high of day. So that's a bullish confirmation right there. Looks like the 20 is about ready to break over the VWAP. So I think it looks good. I want to be cautious and wait another minute and a half and see where this candle closes, because it could just be a false breakout.
That's what I was saying. I want more of a build up to that 50 cents, because if not, if it just goes straight up, then you're more likely to get a false breakout, because people are going to be locking in profits quicker over that 50 cents. So I'd like to see 1 or 2 more 5-minute candles up to 50 cents. Or maybe 1 more 5-minute candle. I think 1 more 5-minute candle would be good. If it can close over that 46. We'll see. We got about 60 seconds left on this candle, so we'll see what happens with it here. Now, Daniel B might remember this because he's been trading as long as I have, if not longer. But there was, as a few years ago, there was a November where all these shippers got hot, and they made some massive moves. And I'm not talking about like 8 cents to 50 cents. I'm talking about tops. I think went from $1 to like $10 or $11. Dryas went from like $4 to 80 something. DCIX went from like $3 to 20 something dollars. This was all in the same week. They were just ripping. And there was another one. This other one I cannot remember the ticker symbol on. But I got in it and it ran about 70 cents and I sold it. I made like a $400 profit on it. And then right after I sold it, I went down the street to get some breakfast, came back, it was up to $10. And I had sold it like 3 something. So that's the thing with these shippers. If they get enough attention, they can get pumped. And they can make.
What do you think about tops now, Ben? 5-minute close over, new high a day.
I like it. Like I said, if this 5-minute candle, this could be pretty good. Like I said, I wanted to see 1 or 2 more 5-minute candles. So if it comes up to 50 cents, it might be.
I kind of feel like this is kind of like the buying opportunity right here. I would like to buy it like maybe at around 46 cents. But if it doesn't hold, then gotta get out of it. Okay, now it's right there. It's selling off. That's where you would want to buy right there. It's
big
popping
buyer
back
just
up.
came in. Did you see that?
Oh.
As soon as it started dropping, that was like 70.
Back down again.
Another
back
big buyer
up.
just came in.
Another buyer. Yep. And more buying. So that's where people are buying right there. And the 1 minute I'm looking at, we got another about 20 seconds to see where it closes. There's a lot of selling right there, though. That makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 50 cents is going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of selling in this area from that. The closer we get to 50 cents. So that's why I'm kind of wanting to see. I want to see 50 cents before I decide to jump in here, I think. I think you've got to play it like a breakout. Because if you buy now and it doesn't break 50 cents, then, it's not going to work out. Let's see, PSTV starting to come back up to the VWAP again. Nice little kind of U-shape a little bit. So I'm going to keep PSTV on watch too. Because that float on PSTV is so low. If it starts getting pumped, I could see it ripping hard. But still probably be a few more, probably 10, 15 more minutes, maybe 20 on PSTV to slowly climb back up. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a second on tops. I wanna see a little bit more strength.
Yeah, see now it's breaking. It looks like it's kind of like curling over now. On the 1 minute.
Let's see, on the 1 minute.
And there's still people kind of buying it right there, but it looks like it's getting kind of weaker though.
That's okay. I just don't want it to sell off too much. If this candle holds up that 46 cent area, then that would be fine. A little pullback right here before the rip. What do you think of PSTV starting to come back up again to the VWAP another time?
I don't know. I need to see it get out of that consolidation area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It needs to break at 225 area.
There's just so much between $2 and $2.20. And then even like pre-market, you're looking at about 215 area
Oops.
to the high parts of 238 area. A lot of consolidation on the 5-minute chart. So we had a kind of like sold off at open, bought off the 20 or the 50, sorry. Rip up
We have
for high of 60, but it couldn't make the pre-market high. Sold off again.
we have a little bit of a U shape on SPCB possibly forming as well.
Let me go to that one.
It bounced off the VWAP. That would have been a decent entry at that 138 off the VWAP.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. The VWAP. VWAP's always pretty consistent, especially when the stock moves so far away
Yeah.
from the VWAP.
Yeah.
That's usually a pretty safe area to make a nice quick scalp. And usually there's enough room in it where you can make it worth your while. You know, here we are with the SPCB and the 5-minute chart ran pretty much from the breakout all the way up to almost $2. Sold off for about 15 minutes or so, got down to the 20 and the VWAP at the same place. People picked it up around that 140 area. Then it bounced up to 162-ish, roughly. So there's a good 20 cents right there. Now it's just kind of trying to figure out what it wants to do. My dog's barking. Let me go mess with her.
Let's see, TOPS. Looks like TOPS might make a cup and handle pattern. See, actually, we have a bit of a triangle. See, what's AYTU doing? AYTU is doing absolutely nothing. CYDY, nothing there. CHR, nothing there. It's pretty ugly. NDM, nothing really there. GLBS, nothing. RPEJ, okay. AYTU is making me nervous.
What's it doing? Let me
It's
go
just
to
riding
that one.
sideways at 170, but it's come down and touched that 166 twice.
I'm fine as long as the daily doesn't close below the 9 EMA, which the 9 EMA on the daily right now is 164. The 20 is getting really, really close to moving over the 200, so I like that.
So Josh wants to know how my gamble with the DECN is going. It's doing that. It's doing nothing.
That one stock, I forgot the ticker.
It's I mean, it's on a nice uptrend on this chart. But like I said, but when I bought this is an OTC stock, so none of this trends and charts and all that doesn't matter. But
which one are you you're talking about, Ben?
DECN. Yeah,
DECN?
I think how many shares did I get? I bought 300 shares for like $50, just a little gamble. If
What you
huh?
getting at? What was your price average?
17 cents.
Ooh.
I mean, it's $50, so it's not like, you know.
I mean, the good thing about it is on the daily, well, it sold off. It broke through the 9, rested on the 20. My dog is driving me crazy. And now today it opened over the 9, but then it's also making like a falling star right now as we sit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it doesn't have any
I
news
don't.
right now. Its last news was Friday, and it just said they added a second test kit. So, I mean, until they have some good news, it's not going to do anything. I'm not, I mean, you know, like I said, it's an OTC stock. Um, I just gambled on it because I know if they come out with really good news and it starts getting pumped by Tim Sykes or somebody like that, then it could go on a pretty nice move. Mm. Tops is actually looking pretty good right now. I may see if I can try to get in Tops. Let's see if Weeble lets me. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer. But this is a nice build up to that 50 cent mark.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to test it. I mean, I'm even looking at a longer time frame, and it's just stepping up a little slight pullbacks, but not really a lot of selling. Um,
It's a little cup and it's a cup and handle on the 5 minute. That handle,
yep,
yeah,
I
that
see it. Yeah, right there. Bloop.
yeah, if that handle can finish off
I'm gonna kill this dog. Let
the
me
50
send her
cents.
outside or something.
Hmm. Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. Uh, hello to you. Welcome to the channel. And get back to work. Have a great day at work, sir.
Get back to work. Yeah, get back to work.
Josh said he's a little disappointed you
Yeah,
didn't bring the dog with you.
I know. I could get the dog. I just set her outside because she's very feisty this morning.
How's the spy doing? All right, that's nonsense. This is incredible that we're going to be locked down for 30 more days and the spy is running today. It makes it makes
Yeah,
no sense.
it doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. And then what Munchkin, whatever his name is, he said that it's a great buying opportunity for investors, long-term investors.
Who?
The treasury
Oh, the
guy.
treasury guy.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
I
I mean, yeah, if you're 27 years old, I mean, I just feel like it's kind of like a trap, and we're just in the beginning of everything. Once the actual the health part of the virus gets under control, okay, then I'll be more than happy to
right.
invest. But right now, with uncertainty, it just doesn't make any sense at all to me.
Right.
But I don't know. What do I know?
I'm with you. It doesn't make any
And,
sense to me either. I
and
don't know.
and the thing with me too is like I'm more of a bullish, trader. I look at things kind of like bullish. So for me to be like, I don't know with it, it just you know, I'm just gonna sit on my hands and just and wait. Let's see. What's moving? Anything moving?
Tops is getting closer to finishing off that handle. That's the only thing I'm seeing right now that's doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, if that 5 minute candle can break out and make a new high, I think it's got enough steam to retest the high a day. But I'm not exactly sure just because I don't play stocks that are under, $1, so it might react differently. But I'm gonna watch it and see
It's
what
starting to
happens
come up
here.
here. I'm gonna see if I can go.
Yeah, I think it's gonna run. It's going right
Okay.
now.
Oh, I got filled, so I'm in there. I don't know why I couldn't get filled on SPCB. So, okay, I should be good. So I got my order ready to sell at any time, and let's see if we can break 50 cents on this. A lot of selling at 50 cents. Let's see if it starts getting... Oh, it got taken out immediately. All that selling got rolled through. So it's trying to break 50 now. And if it's going to show it's breaking 50, volume should start coming in here and pushing this up some more. Yeah, here we go. A little bit of volume starting to come in.
Yeah, the volume looks good. I'm looking at the 1 minute, 5 minute, half hour. A lot of green. Right now, I'm just checking the 1 minute chart just to see what the selling pressure will be. If it's low,
Still struggling with 50 cents. That's kind of making me
selling,
nervous a little bit.
it's still pushing up. It's coming down, getting bought up at that 50 cent range, which is nice. 51 on the print. Let's see if we can get 52
Yeah,
on the print.
I
51,
feel a lot better.
51,
I feel a lot better if we see 52.
51.84, 52,
Right through 52.
53.
There we
There you
go.
go.
All right, now let's see what happens. Now we're making a new high. It should get people in here.
A lot of volume coming in, almost over 2 million on the 1 minute candle.
That's what I was saying. At 50 cents, volume should start coming into this. There we go, up to... Come on, keep climbing. It's not ripping as hard as I would have liked out of that. Oh, there it goes a little bit.
It's got volume coming in though. We got still about 1 minute and 45 seconds left on this 5 minute candle, and it's already got almost 10 million in volume. So that's quite a bit of volume. It's just tough because it's got to move that extra decimal point for it to move up in the stock. Okay, now I'd be just watching on the selling volume to see how much red is it going to be. Is it going to be just taking profits, or if it's going to be like dumping, getting out of it?
I got my finger on the trigger, so I'm ready to get out of this at any time.
And really, on the 1 minute chart, the 9 EMA is at 50 cents. So ideally, you would want to see low volume going into that 50 cents area, and then green volume picking it up right there for a continuation to the upside. And that's where it gets kind of tough to kind of decipher the two, is how strong the selling pressure is.
Yeah.
Like, so it's coming down 52. That's a big drop right there. It's getting picked up a little bit. And that's what you want to see. You want to see it continuously getting picked up at that area. You don't want it to, stay around there forever. 52. You would want to see it getting picked up around here. And you want to see that 1 minute candle not engulf the previous green candle when it closes. We got a few seconds here. Let's see. Okay, see it engulfed the whole previous green candle. We want to see it come back up. And we want to see it get picked up at that now about 51, 52 range. We're at 53.49, 53, getting bought up. We're at over 800,000 in volume.
I'm getting out.
In about 30 seconds.
I'm getting out just because I don't like how much selling pressure it's having. It should have had a bigger rip than this 55 cent. I was expecting at least 60. So, I mean, I probably didn't make a lot. Probably like $20 or something, but I'd rather be safe on it. Like I said, these shippers are so tricky. They make me nervous. So, like,
I think you played it the best you could, because I mean, anything under $1 they're bipolar. You don't know how they're going to react. This is something that's like out of my wheelhouse, so I would just want to be safe with it, because even just looking at a technical point of view, it might not mean anything because it's such a cheap stock. We're looking at over 1.6 million in volume, and we have another 30 seconds roughly on this 1 minute chart.
Trying to figure out.
That's just a ton of volume. It's getting picked up too, which is nice. It's breaking out again. So that's good.
What is going on here? Field orders. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So I made about 3 cents profit. So I made about $15. Oh, I did start moving up though. I sold too soon. I got out too soon.
Yeah, it came down and tested that 9, but I mean, I think you still did.
But yeah, you can see right there, guys.
Because you didn't know.
Yeah, I know. You can see right there, guys, on my order there. Buy 500 at 49 cents, sell 500 at 52 cents. So a little small profit on that.
It was a good scalp. It just, see, the thing is that you did it well because the initial move, you wanted to see more out of it. Once you noticed that you didn't see as much on it, and then the next 1 minute candle engulfing the previous green candle, it's like, okay, well, a lot of people they're taking profits. Okay, take profit. Next 1 minute candle, it's kind of like just a little tiny, almost a doji, and it's sitting on the 9. People came in, they bought it up. Broke out on the 1 minute. Even like watching it now, it's getting bought up. It looks like it still wants to move up more. It didn't after that engulfing green candle on the 1 minute. The next candle where it made the new high of day, it ended up closing red, but it also has the longer wick on the bottom pushing up, but not much moving past that high of day. Here we go, made another new high. We'll see if we see that 60 cents now.
Yeah, it's probably going to see 60 cents. That was what I was looking for, but I was expecting the move to be faster than what it did.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Whatever. That's what I say on these shippers. You have to scalp them because you just never know what they're going to do for sure.
I mean, really, the best thing is to play it safe.
Yeah.
You're up. And just look at it this way too, like using that scalping technique. Okay, yeah, you get 3 cents to a dime out of it. All the difference is just share size.
Mm-hmm.
So, instead of having, a couple hundred shares, how about if you had
Yeah, that's what I was
5,000
about to say.
shares or 10,000
That's what I was
shares?
about to say. If I had 5,000 or 10,000, that 3 cent move would be a $300 profit. So the scalping,
Right.
I'm not opposed to scalping. If I had a lot bigger account, if I had like a 25K margin account, I'd be scalping all day just because they're so easy to get scalps. Because you're just buying into that momentum and then selling in the same momentum. You're
Yeah.
not waiting for it to break out or anything like that. When you're in it, you're buying in, so you're automatically in profit, and then just hopping right out. So it's a great strategy. You just have to have bigger numbers to really make good money on it, bigger share sizes.
Yeah. And that's also too, as like a new trader, that's what they need to keep in mind is like, if you're starting off with a lower, a smaller account, still treat it like, it's, you have
Yeah,
$100,000,
for sure.
you're still learn the charts, you called it, you said, well, it was looking like a cup and handle. And then, you started your position, you waited for confirmation, you bought, and then you can see one, two, three, four, five, six, six candles in a row, or 6 1 minute candles in a row where it's just buying up and it's breaking
Mm-hmm.
through that. So ideally you want to buy it, right into that little pinch area, and then you're selling parts of your position all the
Yeah,
way up. You know, and then, the thing is, that's what you would do if you had, 10,000
right.
shares.
And it may still try to break 60 cents. I think it might have to make another little small U shape maybe.
I think it's going to do it right here, really. On the 1 minute, it's kind of got like this little flat top area of
You're right.
57
Yeah,
cents.
you're
It's
right. It
already
might actually.
right
It's
there.
trying.
We got another 40 seconds left, but we also seen on that previous candle that it was kind of like a fake out breakout because, we got the long extended upper wick, but we need to see that 57, 55 area. We need the 1 minute to close above that. And I think if it does, then it'll push up to that 60
It's
cents.
getting real close right now.
Yeah, another, which I think it's going to do it because we got about 10 seconds before the 1 minute to
Yeah,
close.
there's a lot
I
of
think,
buying volume coming in, or there was for a
yeah,
second there. Yeah, there it goes,
there it
right
is.
through it. Man, it is blowing resistance lines down.
Now I wonder how far it's going to go.
Like I said, it could go up to 75 cents. All right, Josh, have a great day, man. We'll see what. Yeah, Josh said we'll see everyone tomorrow when AYTU opens up at $40 a share. I hope so.
I like how Josh is thinking correctly. I like that. I like his point of view.
It needs to hold up, man. It's
Oh,
on that trend line. AYTU is right now. It's at 166. Still in
let
a
me go look at it
downtrend.
again. Yeah, there's no trades in it today, that's for sure. But you can see that it's getting picked up at those lows. But yeah, it's looking kind of ugly today. I'm just not even going to look at it for the
Well,
rest of the
nice.
day.
PSTV just broke over 225.
Yes, TV. Let me see this one. We were looking at that one earlier. It looked like it had potential. There we go. Yeah. 5 minutes.
If it breaks
49.
250, I'd say it easily goes to 275, and if it breaks that, there's a very good possibility it could really start going. But it's still got a ways to go before it gets to either one of those. Yeah, I should have. Oh man, TOPS is still holding up 60 cents right now. Oh well.
Yeah, and on the 1 minute chart too, it's playing an ideal 1 minute chart where it's breaking out of that cup and handle. You got the pullback. That first pullback where you were getting out of, I think that was the right maneuver though, because there was a lot of profit taken in there and
Mm-hmm.
selling, and then it got down to the 9, then broke out. it's kind of like just making little stairs up and down. We'll see if it continues to do that, which it looks like it is,
Yeah.
and then we'll watch it. I mean, I could see it going all the way to 75 cents, like you were
Oh
saying.
yeah.
Doesn't really seem like too many people selling pressure right now.
I mean, it's a cheap stock, so like anybody who was in at 8 cents has probably already got out of it. Like just been the moves that
Right.
it's made have been pretty healthy all the way up. There's been nice moves and then healthy sell offs all the way. So there's probably not too many people who still holding from 8 cents. If they are, they are they are somebody special. Cause yeah,
Savages. Yeah, because I mean, if you got in at 8 cents, 100% return would be 16 cents, and you're playing a stack that's so low like that. The smartest thing to do would just to take your profits and move on to the
hmm
next one. I mean, I really highly doubt a lot of people are holding from 8 cents. I would imagine they're all gone. If they're still in it and they're holding it, I think they're
yeah, for
psychopaths.
sure.
I think that's just the wrong thing to do.
They're a coke snorting, gator boot wearing, Wolf of
Yeah,
Wall Street type of person.
damn straight, Skippy.
Nice move on TLPS. I like the predictability though. We had good predictability in SPCB, good predictability in TOPS.
Yeah, well, I'll take it. I like it. Well, let me look at the SPY now. SPY
It's
still
still chugging along,
running. It's still moving.
but that bent fishing rod on the daily chart is really starting to form. It's
I think I think the one thing that investors, sorry to cut you off, are gonna really take from this Monday here is it's not very volatile, so that's good. Investors like to see low volatility. It's just kind of here we are, we're up 1-2%,
mm,
not dramatic
AYTU is
moves.
testing that 165 area right now.
Don't tell me
I'm
that.
telling you. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not. I don't want to look at this thing for the rest of the day. I don't want to look at it. Oh yeah, 165,
There it goes.
166.
Got bought. It needs to hold up 165 for sure. There was a lot of buyers there, but they were
Ugh,
slowly getting taken out.
let me get my dog.
I'm ex-
I don't even want to look at that stock anymore. Come on, Boobas.
I'm real nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys because
Don't be nervous.
AYTU needs to hold up this trend line. If this trend line cracks, then that would be very scary.
Don't be scarred.
My concern is this is what my concern is. It cracks this 165 area trend line. It goes back down to 143 on the 200-day moving average,
Don't tell me that because then I'm break
and
even
then
again. And then on my other account, I'm going
I
to be
know, and
down.
then I'm worried tomorrow they don't come out with a press release, and then they start to short the shit out of it, and it just starts dropping. That's what my concern is.
Drops down to $1, then I panic sell, and then later on in the week, by the end of the week, they release the news and it jumps up to 5.
Probably. That's
Uh,
what
no, I don't want to do that.
you know. You've got a lot bigger position than I do, so I just keep thinking like.
Don't remind me.
I just keep thinking, do I want to like get out and wait till tomorrow and just try to day trade it instead? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because here it is. The pre-market high was what, about 210. So this is the second time within a week that I could have made, 40 to 60 cents
Yep.
profit per
Yep.
share that I just passed on.
I know
I'm
that's what I'm
good.
saying. I feel like this whole time we should have been playing these price movements instead of just holding, waiting for the big rip.
Yeah, I
And
know.
that's what's making me nervous now is how much it's sold off since this morning. Like delay in the annual meeting shouldn't cause this big of a sell off.
Well, that's the one thing that kind of also gives me kind of comfort. Okay, so weekends are selling out because they're like, oh no, they didn't release news about test kits,
Right.
and they released news that they're just moving back the meeting. So weekends are like, oh, forget this, I'm getting out.
Well,
So
I'm relying on this ascending triangle on the daily, and if that ascending triangle if it cracks and it's no longer ascending triangle, then we have no type of pattern, and that makes me nervous. Like the ascending triangle is the only thing that makes me feel good about it with the manipulation and the pumping going on. And so that's what I'm saying. If that doesn't hold up, that's at that point it's like it could go either way.
yeah, to be honest, I'm just trying not to pay too much attention to it. Um, just because I've read so much about it and looked so much into it. Now I'm at the point where I'm just waiting for the news. As long as that 9 EMA holds up, I'm a happy camper. Obviously, today we're like right there. So I just want to not focus too much on it because then I don't want my armpits to start sweating about it. I still feel like, you know, the news is coming, that I want to hear. So I just have to be patient. Um, Now, as far as how much am I going to get out of it, I don't know. At this point, I really don't know now. I just want to see it, kind of trade in this upper area above or above, the 200. Obviously, I don't want it to go back down there, but I want to see it above the 9 at 163. I want to see it trading more between that and closer to the higher twos. I don't want to see, 175 being traded in pre-market and after hours. I'm tired of seeing that. I want to see that during the day more often.
So look here's the thing. Look at Codex.
Codex. What are they doing?
Nothing.
Let's
It's
see.
doing nothing. But it kind of had that similar kind of triangle, and then it
Oh yeah, it hit that. That's where I was in it earlier. I think I got into it February 10th. I think I might have got in before February 10th. I got into one of the moves where maybe it was right after that, where it got up to like, well, it must have been February 10th. I must have got into there, started building a position afterwards. And then after it broke under the 9 EMA on the 18th, I think that's where I was like, fuck this, man. I can't do this no more. Then it drops down. It's getting bought off on the 20. See, this is different though, because it made a bigger move prior to that where everything was over the 200. See, over on AU or AUTY or AYTU, whatever it
Mhm.
is, we're still, 9 EMA is the only thing that's over the 200. We're on Codex back here in January and February. Everything started moving over
Yeah.
that.
I don't know.
But it did have in late February, it did break below the 9 EMA, traded off the 20 before it got news, and then it ran.
Yeah, but did it have manipulation at that time? See, that's the thing that makes me the most nervous is the manipulation because everything goes out the window. It's whatever they want the stock to do.
Yeah, well, I was in it, and it wasn't doing nothing. It didn't have much of a trading range. There wasn't much day trading. It would have like some news here and there. And I think Codex at the time I was in it, they were putting out a lot more news than just even general COVID-19 news than
Yeah.
AYTU is.
I just want to
Um,
see.
I remember it was manipulated. That's why I was so gung ho. I'm like, oh, it's manipulated. At this point with AYTU, I would like to see $20, but realistically, it probably won't happen.
It depends. It depends on what they want it to do. That's the thing. We're at the mercy of
Yeah,
the rich people.
I could also see like I was going back on the Codex chart before the big rip, and everything was it was over the 9 for a while, and then it dropped down below the 9 before the rip. So could AYTU drop below the 9, and then we're looking at the 200 and the 20 at the 150, 143 area. So are we going to come back retest that? It's possible. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
happy about it because that's kind of like where my position is.
Hmm. I don't know. Like I said, I want to see it hold up 165 today.
I just want to hear about the
Well,
dang
yeah.
test.
I mean, of course, but if
I want it to hold up. I want to hear the test. It's tough swinging these COVID plays because, I mean, look at us today. We're getting kind of antsy. I'm getting antsy about it. Not far as, worried about the news or anything, but I'm just getting antsy because it just keeps on riding the 9 EMA. And yeah, it's showing strong support, but, if it breaks below that, then I'm going to be a little angry
yeah,
that I didn't take some of my position off when I had multiple times that it was over $2. I could have took some off.
yep, yep,
And as far as a new trader, I mean, you don't want to trade like that because they'll put you in um, kind of a bad position because usually new traders will eventually become bag holders because they're buying their whole position at once through the rip, and then it comes back on them, and then they start holding it, and then they do the fundamentals of looking into the business. And then when you have news like today that they're, um, delaying the shareholder meeting, I mean, they're selling other stuff. They're like, whatever, forget it. I can't deal with it anymore. Uh, I'm still confident in it. Um, I did a good job of, building my position. So, I have a good average. That's one thing as a new trader. If you're going to swing something, really practice building positions instead of buying everything at once. At day trading, it doesn't really matter too much. You can go in there because usually it's a more like a scalp. You're in, you're out within anywhere from 5 minutes to a couple hours. So it doesn't really play out that much as far as building a position. Um, but swinging, yeah. You don't want to overextend yourself, especially with your account. If you have $1,000 account, don't put your whole $1,000 into one stock because then you're just kind of at that point you're gambling for either breaking even, taking a small loss, a huge loss, or making a little bit of a win.
huh. So, Aisha wants to know about Waiter and Blue Apron.
Oh, yeah, we done those before. Well, you traded Waiter, didn't you, Ben?
Yeah, I
Couple
swung
like a
it
month or something?
and I got out of it. I can't remember. I think I took a loss on it, but I didn't want to swing it for very
Waiter.
long. I was just seeing if it was going to get another move up the next day. It's kind of just going sideways right now.
What's Waiter's ticker symbol?
WTRH. Yeah.
WTRH. Oh yeah, it looks like see, this is where we'd have to look at the fundamentals because this one looks like it's also being manipulated. Because right when I pop up, I got my 1 minute chart, and you can just see it's the barcode. Let me look at the daily here.
Interestingly enough, Blue Apron looks the same. She wanted to know about Blue Apron as well. They literally have the same exact pattern on the daily chart.
What's Blue Apron's
APRN.
ticker? APRN.
This literally the same exact pattern on the daily chart.
Well, the one thing I like about APRN is the 9 and is over the 200, and the 20 is about ready to cross it. So that's bullish. The 50 is moving over the 100. So right off rip, I like APRN better at this point. And it's consolidating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And it looks like it just needs to get like some kind of news to break out of that. If it can break over that 1233, the flat top from about a week ago, the highest green candle before the rip and after the dump, I like it. And I kind of like I like the buying area right here. It's just riding the 9. Everything in the lower time frames are moving over the higher time frames, so that's making it bullish. So I like that one. I would probably look more into the fundamentals. We'll look at the float and just kind of look into more of that part of it. But technically, I like the chart. I'd be interested in buying it. Waiter, it was under $1. On the daily, the 200s at 233 were way off of that. Nothing is over the 200, so it's still more of a bearish feeling of the stock. You do have the 20 recently moved over the 50, so that's good. And then the hundreds kind of, oh wait a minute, no, that's the 100. Sorry, the 20 moved over to the 100. 50 is still away from the 100. Doesn't look very volatile right now. Waiter, I don't know. I would have to look at the fundamentals, see what the catalyst is, look at the flow, and see if there's a move in it. But right now, I like Blue Apron a little bit better. And then I also know the Blue Apron is what is it? Isn't that home food delivery or something?
Waiter is, yeah. I think Blue Apron is a website for like groceries, like kind of like Amazon Fresh or something, and then Waiter is food, is like restaurant food delivery.
Okay. Yeah, I do like the Blue Apron. Let me go back a little bit longer in time. Yeah, I don't know how long this company's been around. I see it at 165 at one point, like 3 years ago or something. I don't know how accurate that is. If I would have to look further back.
I would definitely, Aisha, if you're, I know you're probably, I think she's still in in Waiter. Um, I would probably say at this point,
What is she in at? What's her average? Did she get in like to the massive rip and then now she's bag holding at like $4 or
what are you in
something?
at, Aisha? She's the one who actually brought Waiter to our attention a couple weeks ago. Before, right when this big move started happening, she was in on this big move, but she didn't lock in profits. I think she was in like $1 something and held it all the way up to through 4 something.
Had like a 300%
Her
return
average
and
is 90 cents. So yeah, if your average is
oh,
90 cents, I would
she's.
hold it.
I mean, obviously she likes it. She's in at 90 cents. I would want to take some profit off when it had this rip. Because now, if you're in at 90, you don't really want to. Me personally, I want to like build a bigger position because you're gonna creep up your cost basis
Yeah,
up. 'Cause if it's trading at 129, 130, you don't want to add to your position because then next thing you know, your average is over $1. And I can see this if it breaks down more. Well, it did kind of went and jumped off the 20 a little bit. I would just
that's
hold
what
and
I'm saying.
wait.
I just hold.
Uh,
And I wasn't meaning to laugh at you, Aisha, when I was saying you held through this $4 rip. You did a great job
no,
nailing
we all
this.
done.
It's just I just know that
Yeah,
feeling of being a new trader and you nail a stock and then you don't lock in
done it.
profits when it's ran 400%, you know, because you nailed this
Yeah,
play. You just needed to lock in some profits when it got way up there.
yeah, you're absolutely right, Ben. I mean, even like 10 minutes ago, we were talking about AYTU, and now I was up 40 to 60 cents multiple times, and I didn't take anything off. That was kind of dumb of me. I should have, took some off. But you know where she's sitting at, yeah, she's good. She's good with Wader. As far as Blue Apron, I mean, I don't know if she has a position on it or not, but I would look more into it. I like the chart. I think the chart looks good. I think it has potential. I would look and see when earnings are going to be, and I would just go through all their news. I'd go on their website, and I would just kind of even poke around in like chat rooms and see what the consensus is. If people are sounding like they're bag holders, or if some people are sounding, really positive, they got a good cost basis, and they like more of a long-term feel of the company.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I agree. I think it's having that good of an entry on it. You got pretty good support on WTRH at $1.25, and then $1 is definitely going to be really strong support. And then Apron's just a bigger company. I would imagine their financials and stuff are probably a little bit better in order. I'd have to look. I don't know for sure, but I've just seen Blue Apron's commercials all over YouTube and all over social media in different places. So I know they are trying to grow their company. I like to see a social media presence like that. So I like Blue Apron.
I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I
Let's
kind of
see.
agree with that as well, Mark. He said he personally wouldn't want to hold a penny stock longer than a day unless I know it'll be a good swing. I'm kind of with you there. Um, I'm I'm real nervous about AYTU because it is coming down to that trend line.
Stop it! Stop it, Ben.
The trend line, the bottom of the trend line right now is at 161, so it's got to there. But 165 really needs to hold up as support. It's trying.
It needs to drop the news I want to hear.
That's the thing. It's the news that we're waiting on, and if they keep on delaying news and stuff, investors are gonna get they're gonna get antsy. We're all human, so if I'm starting to feel antsy and other people are starting to feel antsy, then that's the
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I think I was talking to you about it like a week or so ago, I think, and I said I had like maybe 2 more weeks in it. So I think this is what I think. Yet last week was the initial week. I think this week is my second week. So at the end of this week, I'm gonna just try to stay into my initial plan. If it doesn't happen this week, then I'm gonna be in the antsy camp as well. I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna try not to pay attention to it.
Like I said, I think today or tomorrow was when the press release needs to come out. Like worst case, I think Wednesday because Thursday, like it doesn't make sense for them to drop it on a Friday because volume's always weird, and then Thursdays is kind of it could get a good move on a Thursday, but I don't know. I think the longer it takes for the press release, the less chance it's going to have a really big breakout. So
I'm with you on that because I feel like ideally like today or tomorrow would be great because then you can have a a continuation play throughout the week. Like you said, if you put it out on Thursday or Friday, well, you're going to have that initial trade on it on Thursday or Friday, but then majority of people aren't going to hold it through the weekend, so you're going to lose that momentum. So yeah, I'd like to see something
yeah,
ASAP.
for sure. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on it. But I think I'm ready to take a break for a little while, get some lunch. It's about that time.
Yeah, I need to go out and do some stuff. I gotta go have
Yeah,
a
there you
cigarette.
go. I appreciate you joining me today. I think
Yep.
this actually worked out pretty good having us both on here talking out our thoughts. I mean, we both got a win. Most of the people in the chat got a win. I mean, that's a pretty good day.
Well, I had a good time. Thank you for having me. I'm open to doing it more in the future. I mean, I enjoyed it too because a lot of these thoughts I'm thinking in my head, but I can't type it quick enough in chat. And then obviously with the delay in the chat, I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
oh, Daniel B. He gave us a little
yeah,
kissy
he's a
face.
sweet boy. Daniel B is a sweet little boy.
Yes, sweet boy. We need to get Daniel B on here one day too because I like getting everybody's, even Ben and I trade pretty much differently too. So I like to get Daniel B's input and see how he looks at everything. Everybody looks at the market differently. That's why it's kind of nice to have a forum like this because, like you said, Ben, you can kind of talk it out loud, and we can kind of jump off of each other's thoughts and get ideas off of it. As traders, it's good to be in a good trading community that Framework Fortune provides that without,
Charging you money.
it's non-biased. Yeah, we're not sitting there pumping stocks, so it's
Yeah,
nice.
pumping stocks and charging you money to be in the chat to
Right.
pump stocks in. Like, a lot of those chat rooms are so scammy.
Yeah, they're freaking. Yeah, so what is it? The Framework Fortune Day Trading on Facebook? The Facebook group? Is that what it
If
is?
you guys want to come, if anybody's not in the Framework Fortune group in Facebook, you can come join that. I'll type it in the chat for you guys so you can see it, how to spell it in case you don't know how to spell it. But just go to Facebook groups and search for Framework Fortune Day Trading. Should be the only thing that comes up. But yeah, we got, posts in there, people talking, memes. And I gotta, we talked about last week before we go, I'm gonna give y'all a little insight to a new series that's gonna be coming out on the channel. But I'm going to start doing the Alabama Trader skits, the comedy skits. So be on the lookout for those coming real soon. I've got a nice character developed for that, so it ought to be pretty interesting.
I'll definitely have something to look
a
forward to.
little comedy in the midst of all the stock market stuff, because I feel like a lot of channels, everybody's so serious and uptight. Like, we're making money here. Why are you so serious? Let's have fun with
Right.
it.
And you know what? I think it's a great thing to be able to laugh and joke around too with because most of the if you're trading in the United States, a lot of people are on lockdown, so it's nice to kind of joke around and have a little entertainment.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. I may come back at Power Hour if One Life wants to join me. He's welcome anytime. We'll see what happens the rest of the day with everything, and then I'll post in the Facebook group whether or not I'm going to do another live stream or not today. I think.
Thanks for having me.
I think all my funds are tapped right now, so I won't have any more funds available until tomorrow. So it really won't make sense for me to stream, I think. But like I said, we'll see. So all right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your day, and until next time.